If you are willing to buy a Samsung device for yourself but are confused in which one to buy, then you are at the very right place, because in today's video I'll be listing top 6 phones from Samsung for the year 2020. So guys, without any further ado, let's jump straight into this. Disclaimer: all the devices mentioned in this video are the best phones for the year 2020, and I will be reviewing the least best first and then moving towards the most best device from Samsung for the year 2020. So make sure you choose your device wisely. Starting off with the 5.8 inches Samsung Galaxy S10e with the price $150 less than the Samsung Galaxy S10, with the still powerful Snapdragon 855 chipset, an AMOLED screen, and the ability to wirelessly charge other devices through Samsung's cool wireless power share feature. This device ships with Android version 9 Pie with One UI. Processor is Snapdragon 855 as mentioned before. Cameras are 12 megapixel and 16 megapixel rear, 10 megapixel front. If we talk about its RAM and storage, we get an option between 6 and 8 GB of RAM and goes up to 256 GB of ROM. Now the fifth phone on our list is the Samsung Galaxy Note 10 Plus. Now this is a phone which also have all the other flagship features but is listed on our list because of its big screen. Now this device ships with a 6.8 inches dynamic AMOLED capacitive touchscreen display with 16 million colors. Moving towards its 7nm based chipset is the Snapdragon 855 processor for both the USA and Chinese version. On this device we have a quad camera setup with 12 megapixels wide sensor, a 12 megapixel for telephoto lens which has a 2x optical zoom feature, a 16 megapixels ultra wide sensor, and a 0.3 megapixel depth sensor. Moreover, one of the key features of this device is that it has an under-display ultrasonic fingerprint sensor. The fourth best phone on our list is the Samsung Galaxy S10 Plus. Now this device is listed in our video because of its less price. So this device comes with 6.4 inches dynamic AMOLED capacitive touch screen with 88.9% screen to body ratio. Moreover, this device has a 8nm based Exynos 9820 chipset, an octa-core CPU, and an Adreno 640 GPU for the both USA and Chinese version, and again varies between 8 and 12 GB of RAM. On the back of this device is a triple camera setup with 12 megapixels wide and telephoto lens that can do 2x optical zoom, and a 16 megapixels ultra wide sensor that can record super steady videos at 4K resolution at 60 frames per second. And last but not the least, this device also has the under display fingerprint sensor. So now let's move towards the next device on our list. Now if your budget is a little bit tight, then you can skip this part of the video, because the third phone on our list is the Samsung Galaxy S20, which is a best phone because of its support for the 5G. Having a look at some of its main features, we have a 6.2 inches dynamic AMOLED display with 2x capacitive touchscreen and 89.5% screen to body ratio, and a Corning Gorilla Glass 6 on the front. If we talk about its chipset, the device comes with a 7nm based Exynos 1990 running the Android 10 operating software, and of course an octa-core CPU and Adreno 650 GPU. On the back of this beast, we again have a triple camera setup with a 12 megapixel wide, 64 megapixel telephoto, and 12 megapixel ultra wide sensor. On the bottom of this device are some stereo speakers, but sadly this time Samsung didn't include the 3.5mm audio jack. Along all the other flagship features, this device also have the ultrasonic fingerprint sensor. Now let's move towards the second phone on our list. So guys, the second phone on our list is the Samsung Galaxy S20 Ultra, and I am again saying that if you are little budget tight, then you should skip this device because it is again expensive. Now this beast has the same display as the Samsung Galaxy S20 but is 6.9 inches big and 89.9% screen to body ratio. Again, there are stereo speakers included, but there is no 3.5mm audio jack, which is a sad thing for me. And as said earlier, along all the other flagship features, this device comes with a under-display ultrasonic fingerprint sensor, a 5000 milliamps battery with support for 45 watts fast charging. Now this device ships with a quad camera setup with a 108 megapixels wide, a 48 megapixels periscope telephoto, a 12 megapixel ultra wide lens, and a 0.3 megapixel depth sensor. This can record 8K videos at 24 frames per second and 4K videos at 60 frames per second. So finally, I am going to reveal the best smartphone from Samsung for the year 2020, and it is the Samsung Galaxy S20 Plus. Yes, it is of course the best smartphone that is available by Samsung for the year 2020. Of course, this device is 0.2 inches smaller than the S20 Ultra but has a 90.5% screen to body ratio and of course a Corning Gorilla Glass 6 on the front. This device has the same GPU, CPU and operating system as for the S20 Ultra. The difference comes at the back where we have a quad camera setup but the wide lens is only 12 megapixels, the telephoto lens is 64 megapixels and the ultra wide sensor is 12 megapixels with the same 0.3 megapixels depth sensor. We could not record 8K videos, but of course we can record 4K videos at up to 60 frames per second, and also has all the other flagship features that were mentioned in the Samsung Galaxy S20 Ultra. Now you people might be thinking that the Galaxy S20 Plus have less features than the Samsung Galaxy S20 Ultra, then why is it listed on the first on our list? It is because of its price. The Samsung Galaxy S20 Ultra starts with $1,020 price, whereas the Samsung Galaxy S20 Plus starts with $840 price. So guys, you can choose wisely which one to buy. So guys, that was it for today's video. Thanks for watching my video. Please like, share and subscribe to my channel for further videos. I'll see you in the next video. Till then, bye bye.